So if you go target practice, it's like, can you really get Stormball on every single player? Like Zagara, Sonya, they're going to be doing camps. You're going to have to be doing camps. It's a PvP talent that needs unique interaction with every hero. Or is it better to get Scatter Arrow, which can be used on a single enemy hero over and over and over to complete it? And with serrated arrows, you actually get boss taking potential, so that you can take the boss in 10 seconds instead of 30. And also all the other camps.
Greetings.
And then Murky had 5 out of 30 stacks. It's normal as well, because he's mismatched in the lane against Zagara. So, yeah, definitely some issues with the quest talents. I would say most of Alhanzo's quest talent was wrong. I'm not going to say that's why we lost, but it's definitely something I look at. And everyone has a different look at it. A lot of other things that aren't embedded in talents is like when I said, let's go for the Bruiser camp. And Murky came with me and Stukov wanted to follow, but it took him out of position. And that's because I said it. And there was no real catch to be made because Sonya on the enemy team, she rotated safely. So Stukov is like, well, I gotta be near you. And then he got caught. Yeah, that's on me in the end. Whether it's realistic for your team to follow up. If you're not realistic about those things and you're like, why did you get caught? Without seeing your own part in it, then you'll never improve. But yeah, I do think they had the better draft. But it's still interesting to work with the one that you have and to see what you could do in that situation. Pop Rocks, Asanu, thank you for the subs. 5 and 17 months. Grubby IRL is the true Lord of Terror along with Logan. You know it.
Greetings, friend.
Thank you for the sub, my loony. They have such a good wombo combo. Zeratil's a great ban. Good ban.
Yeah, it was my suggestion, man.
So genius of you.
Yeah, right.
This seems to be a no-brainer pick for me. You can play off-tank?
I can plan everything, my friend.
One of those. A true talent at anything he does in life. Bet you can't play Blaze though.
Let the games
You
begin.
never know.
Well, he's banned.
I can play it if it's banned or not.
You can play it even when it's banned. It's amazing.
Should I... wait. I will show you.
Very impressive.
With every death comes
Mule Wizard says, I loved your Warcraft commentary series on your classic games. Any chance of a new season of those? I loved rewatching games that I remember seeing years ago and then hearing your thoughts and insights. There is a chance, Mule Wizard. But at this time, making unique content for my YouTube directly goes away from my streaming time. And frankly speaking, it's not smart to do it. I like streaming live more, and I can just export all the videos that I do live to YouTube instead of making a special commentary series. It does have a very future-ready sustenance, unlike some live videos, because it's timeless. And I do think it's a nice work to do. But I don't see why I should want to do it right now. Yeah, I could do it live, but there's like 4 hours of preparation to each of those types of videos. I've never played WCA Ramadan, Stevie.
Grubby, Do you know Esdu from their team?
Esdul?
Yes, I think you have Reddit comments with him.
Yeah,
Did-
yeah. You sound like him a bit.
No. He's from. Yeah, he's my real life friend.
So yes.
No. He's from an enemy team. You see, Maev.
Yeah, I see
But
that.
you
I'm just
sound like
saying.
him.
I'm just saying. You sound more like him than you sound like me.
Okay.
He's your real life friend. Cool.
Yeah. We have to win this one.
Yeah, of course. It's life and death.
Okay, prepare for combat, everybody.
I'm ready.
Prepare yourself.
You have my guidance.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Hope you're ready, as we start in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go.
If your stupidity does not kill you, my blades will.
Where's Illidan?
Oops.
Let the games begin. Fate waits for none of us.
They're coming top.
Pick up this weakling slack. Pick up this weakling slack.
Oh no, you could have thrown him inside the defenses.
Away with you.
First takedown.
What a genius move.
Boldly
Easy.
done.
Only Artanis could have done that.
And Stitches as well.
Well, yeah. But Stitches has the risk of being useful in the rest of the game.
Oh, we could also combo Artanis swap with the Gay Rush and throw him inside the defenses. That could be fun.
Portal! Portal
Yeah.
swap?
I will play Loto Toto.
Well, I'm not good
Yeah,
enough
Gay Rush.
to do that, sorry.
You're mine.
Winds of change are howling.
No escape.
It's really weird, you're Artanis, but you haven't died yet, and it's already 2 minutes. Not saying you
Like,
should.
I'm like problem.
Winds of change are howling.
The shrine will be active soon. Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
Away with you.
You can't
Ragnar
stop me. Go forth, activate
saw
the
co-
shrine,
I saw combo.
slay its guardians. The Punisher will serve the burning hells.
I will deal with you.
Care, they know I'm
myself.
bot.
I have the dragon ready, so we can fight.
For the sake of our future.
It's all 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Just coming in then.
There is much at stake. I will endeavor to return the favor.
Careful.
We should start it because we don't have long. Yeah, that's probably a little early for dragon, but if we get 7, we're cool.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go in.
No, it's understandable. But I don't have anything.
Fate waits for none of us.
So, hard decisions. We give it up?
We have time.
I think we
We
still
have time. Wait.
I am healed of our future. You will not stand in my way.
Oh, yeah! Choose a talent. 2 at once!
You did what you had to.
My destiny waits.
Be gone from my realm, insects!
I got the shield, but you probably don't want to go.
Good form!
Nice job. They're gonna get it, so run. The Punisher will jump you.
I will deal
Or
myself.
can we deny it too? No?
Arcane Punisher comes! End its wretched existence!
There is much at stake.
Killing me was a wise choice!
Alex, don't be on Garrosh.
Onward. My mana is expended. My mana is expended.
I see you. You can't stop me!
It's gonna jump again.
I'm
We got
running.
shield in 10.
Forward's destroyed.
Of course. I need more mana. You will not stand in my way.
Yeah.
Our enemy's Punisher has
It is time
fallen!
I return to our
Nothing
core.
will save them!
It's because we stayed when Ragnar was on 37 skeleton. We should have left my first instinct. Then we would have double soak and everything. Now we lose our Tannis, so Hanzo felt like he had to double soak. It's all a mistake because we stayed at 37. It's all good. It's not too bad.
Of course.
Choose a talent.
It's 5 bot. I'll ley line to interrupt Wombo. They're hunting mid.
Let the games begin.
Where's Illidan?
Yeah, let's not force too hard. It's good. Artanis is going top.
Let the games begin.
I will convince these mercenaries.
Don't be afraid that I'm gonna initiate. I'm just checking. You can't do camps while I reveal like 3 to 4 of them being passive. Like the Impalers,
Okay.
you don't have to be ready to follow up. I'm not gonna do something stupid. As usual. Top lane, Bruiser, We don't want to fight on the gate. Just do this. We are in it for the long run.
Another shrine will be ready soon. To do. Slay
We
the
just
guardians.
cleared Bruiser and...
Unleash the Punisher. Go
Actually,
now.
Bruiser's risky. They will walk past the mid. But we need 13. We're not gonna do. We're not gonna do this. Better don't even start it. But they will engage on you. If I was them, I would come here and engage.
For
But
Azeroth.
just hang back a bit. Use Hanzo vision. Don't get engaged.
I will set things
We can just
right.
give the Punisher. Just fall
I mean, they
back.
have Ragnar's top.
Either gank or give.
Away with you.
Choose a talent.
If we were a bit more efficient, we could contest.
The angels have brought forth a mortal Punisher.
Let Artanis clear top, and we
Be
fall back.
careful, I think Diablo is going top. No, he was just fine.
Okay, that's all of our ults, so careful for the jump.
Or maybe they do.
Next jump in 5.
I will endeavor to return the favor. It is time to act. Destiny
We only lose 1 for now.
Their Punisher lies broken
okay.
at our feet.
Good job. They're looking for follow-up kills, Care. Let me scout. Clear top. There's like 2-3 bot minimum. Okay, I'll go top, but then you guys have to be careful.
Yep.
Be careful, they come.
Coming down. Okay, I'm staying top. Just let them have it, okay? Defend that keep.
We can try team fight
There
or
is
something
much
before.
at stake.
Otherwise there
Away
will be
with
6
you.
and next you have to give up.
Okay. I'm coming then. But they're like inches away. They get it.
Maybe defend bot.
We
We could fight there, I think.
No, we can't, because we have to defend this. If that takes like ages,
Things right. It is time.
That was our fort.
just play for 16, defend mid keep, bot keep. It's okay.
It is time to act.
We don't see them, be careful top.
Thank you. Be careful here too. And here. Maybe they took Impaler, but they're not capping to bait us. Here could be Dia.
Onward. Let the games begin.
Where?
They're here.
is within the shrine. It will be made to serve us.
Let the games begin. Fate waits for none of us.
Choose a talent.
Loose the Punisher.
This is an important one.
Let it tear our foes apart.
Ragnar's main target, so he can't multi-core.
The winds of change are howling. Wasted enough of my time.
Let the dragon consume you.
Better to return the fate.
I lost like 39 stacks or something, 36. Very awkward position for me. Dangerous too against Diablo. I should have a more passive approach to that fight, but yeah, that's
My life
probably
is a
game.
small price to pay for
Very unfortunate. I really needed to play that fight differently.
I don't know why it didn't
Punisher
use
has been sent against.
What's that?
Alexstrasza could say that with ult. Maybe she got interrupted or what? Alex.
In my defense, the reason that the fight started that way, and that I started, I felt my team was too slow to get to the shrine. Like, we were gonna lose it for sure with the amount of slowness that we had.
I see visions and nightmares.
It's a poor excuse, but... Oh, sorry.
I will
That's
deal
on,
with you myself. A great shadow moves.
Our fort was destroyed.
endeavor to
Hey, they're
return
attacking our
the
fort.
favor.
Finally! Their Punisher has fallen before us.
Thank you, healer.
Wow, took that one like a champ.
Yeah, Hanzo wasn't back yet, so that was dumb.
Good form.
Let the dragon consume you.
Damn, that Alex healed that.
Our
My
fort's
bad,
under attack.
sorry.
It's fine.
Hey, those forts don't grow on trees.
No excuse for that.
maybe they do.
Hanzo was dead, and I want to make a comeback. 2 keeps versus 6 fort, but he's dead, so there's no comeback. And Diablo's really good on this map, but
There is work
Yeah.
to be done.
Greetings, friend.
Of course.
GG.
GG.
I think we just needed to push out waves a bit more aggressively when I revealed them for like 2 minutes.
MVP.
I think the reason we couldn't contest the middle shrine is because we were level 12 and a half. And I was revealing them for a very, very long time. But my team, they stood there as if they wanted to follow up. But I wasn't gonna engage. We literally could not contest the shrine because we're 12 and a half. And we weren't getting experience quickly enough to contest it. So either we had to engage on them, but that's always risky at the enemy gate against Diablo. Do you think Meteor build for Rag is good? The poke and damage can be very strong. It's alright. It can be quite okay. Actually, I think Meteor build is the best on Rag. But it has gotten so much bad rep that I didn't even add it as a build. Yeah, I feel like, sure, the 2 subsequent fights that we lost is one thing, but we were behind because we didn't rotate properly. Didn't clear waves and take camps. Like, Garrosh was pinging for camp, and I was saying the team can take camp, but we were not taking camp. So we literally just watched them for 2 minutes as they took every camp, solo or as a team, rotated every wave. While I'm revealing 4 of them, the enemy team was like 4-man grouping because I revealed all of them. And they were like, we can't do anything because all of our vision is, like all of our movement is being spotted. And I can save my team if we get engaged on. So we literally could just be taking camps and waves.
Prepare yourselves for battle. Let the battle begin.
Want to see that moment again at around level 12. This game was very little about teamfight. Because generally when you teamfight, you want to at least have equal talents. If you have equal talents, then you have a fair fighting chance. You can fight underhanded, but you must, you know, have some kind of other advantage then. Either you micro better, you position better, or anything of the sort. Here we overstayed on 37 skeletons, so we lost Artanis, which I think is not his fault. That's just the kind of character Artanis is. It's because I wasn't confident enough about my call, like I asked it. Generally when you ask instead of you order, there's a lot less follow-up to it. Like at this time I was revealing, but we don't know enough. Like it's not like we should take camp now. But Rag goes top, and then we have a choice to fight. Like anytime you see someone in an off lane, you have a choice to 5v4 or to match. And in this particular case, if we 5v4, they can hold potentially, depending on if we get a god swap. And also we are kind of like very spread out, so we wouldn't be able to do it fast enough. So Artanis goes top, and once Artanis goes top, Rag took a camp, that's fine. Anyway, it's 1-1 match top. So now we're 4v4, so now we definitely don't want to fight. And I'm revealing everyone is mounted. So at this time, this camp should be taken instantly. Like if I'm Hanzo and I... Look at the vision. Diablo, Malf, Rag just left top, you don't know where he is. And you have Medivh scouting. Take the camp. Like, it's not going to get any better time. But instead you stand here and do what? He wants some Q. Okay, he wants some Q, and he did get it. I understand. If I'm Alex, I start the camp too. So we clear the wave. Understandable. Now it's clear. Now again, take the camp. I'm showing 2 of the biggest threats are mounted and at gate. So we finally take the camp. Here, for instance, I show 4 bot. At this time, you need to ask yourself, Do you want to fight under enemy towers? Because that's the only fight you'll get. Camp is not available. Camp is not available. And camp is not available. You're 4 people, maybe 5. But do you want to fight under the gate? If the answer is yes, I portal everyone in now. And it's definitely an option. If I portal in Garrosh, he can flip in, we can try to get a kill. And maybe that was the right play. Though, I don't know where is Rag, right? Rag is here. He did just clear, so I probably knew. So I would say there's 2 choices now. Either I portal in Garrosh, but we have to fight under towers. Or we spread out once again.
Friend.
I'm usually more passive in my in those decisions. So I think the best is take Bruiser Camp, push out top, kill some towers maybe. Try to get 13. Because the big question now is, once this mid-shrine starts at 8:44, can you be 13 on time? That's the question. That's the answer that you need to summon. And you get that either through structures, through takedowns, or through clearing more waves than the opponents. So, option 1, takedown. Option 2, gank. Option 3, structure. Because we're here and we're looking, but we're not doing anything, basically with 5, that's a huge commitment. And you could say that's my fault for not portaling Garrosh into enemy towers. Though there is some risk, because Diablo, Stukov, Medivh have a lot of CC. He does have Unstoppable, the Indomitable. Or it's my team's fault for not taking Bruiser. Either way, we did not do either of the choices. Now finally we rotate. We clear wave here. We miss a lot of XP in certain lanes because of commitments. Hanzo, everyone take this camp, okay. Now at this time, I am revealing, right? Where am I? Where am I? Ah, here. Okay. They just took this camp. So, and I'm showing like 2 to 3 people. Not now, but before. This one took so long. And now we don't get to clear this on time. Like normally, when someone takes Bruiser before the shrine, and it's being basically uncontested for as long as it is, which is like, I don't know, a period of 20 seconds, this Bruiser is unprotected, with 4 of them being bot lane and finally rotating top, you must have people on this and clear the Bruiser instantly. But by the time that we were available for it, I don't know why Alex go mid, right? It's just one of those little missteps. But there's nothing to do here. The only chance is she runs into Oppo. Everyone should be killing this guy. Garrosh, he don't need to zone. We're 12.5, 13. So we don't need it. We had the vision where they are. He don't need to walk down. She didn't need to walk down. Everyone clear Bruiser, maybe kill Ragnaros. By the time we can finally clear, and this is by the way our level 13. This together with this and this. By the time we can clear, suddenly they're in the position where if we actually commit to top lane, the entire blue team can interrupt and gank us. So we just get to the situation that started many minutes ago. Like all the minutes leading up to this leads us to be uncontesting this shrine. And this was a really big swing moment of the game. We get the Punisher. Artanis has to clear, which is fine. We defend. We use like 3 panic ults. And then we take keep damage. And we lose Artanis. And you know, who knows? Maybe I do better shields so Artanis lives. But it's still a pretty big swing moment. Somehow we get to a place of 16 versus 16-ish. And then the nail in the coffin happens. I think the way we limited losses in minute 12 to minute 14, that was pretty fine. I think we did pretty well to limit losses here. Like this, we disengage. Finally, we're 16, we have a chance. Now, we just cleared this, right? And we're... Just a thing about clearing efficiency. I have Arcane Explosion with Circle of Protection. Alright? So, since we know they're probably going to go on this, we need to group up like 3-4 people on this so we can make maximum use of Circle of Protection. But we're only 2. And they're also not using the circle of protection to explode upon the targets that matters the most. So, in short, we're not clearing quickly enough. The situation right now is that we both have double skeleton 0. We're equal talents. We're in a better place than we have been for a very long time. We have hurt keeps, but we still have 3 keeps. They have 6 forts. We're only a level down. And we have all our heroics available. No, that's not true. Let me check. Yeah, we have all heroics available, and so do they. So it's a very equal position, except they do have this pushed out right now. So it buys them a bit of time. The amount of time it takes depends on how quickly we travel. Better creep efficiency clearing would help. And using portal would help. And just leaving this behind could also help, but you do lose out on vision control. So, not ideal. Medivh in front, Garrus behind because he wanted to kill the final wolf. This wave, I can see how it's an issue for my team. Because it's vision, it's dismounts. And so, I would say, I'm the reason that we lose this fight. Because I was so impatient from having been in a mental place of losing for like 6 minutes. That, and I know Molten Core will clear the final 15 skeletons. And we're at 15 out of 40 already. They have 15 out of 40. So once they get 25, we've lost the shrine. Unless we can catch Ragnaros. And he's leaving. It was a very, very good move. So the mental pressure here to contest this is very big. I don't think we can afford to give this one up. Because we will lose probably 2 keeps over it. So I'm eager. And I start. And it was okay if it's just Diablo Malf. I was in a good position not to get wall stunned by Diablo. But Medivh messed me up here. She gets the Umbral Bind. I use a very early circle of protection. And then Diablo tries to angle. I panic and use my ley line. In fact, if I don't panic and use ley line, we're still fine. But that ley line, that really ruined me. And us. Now Diablo stays in a very cheeky position. He gets the wall stun. Hurts a lot. Malf gets thrown in and killed, which is actually a really good job. Shuyin once again finds me. Good job. Takes me out. And Drone to finish me off. I don't see where Hanzo died, but I don't think Rewind works too well in this game. Okay. Where's Hanzo? How did that happen? That's the one thing I didn't know how it happened. Maybe Jaina flank. Artanis build, by the way, people asked about it. Q build with Seasoned, which I think is, in my opinion, is the best. Though because you clear waves faster, which is what Artanis is good for. Which is what Artanis is normally not that good for. This is very good for wave clear. And then it helps to stack your Seasoned Marksman as well, when you can clear more waves. Then 16 is whatever for Diablo. Okay, clean. Jaina with the double kill. So Shuyin was MVP, so was Esdul, and so was Drone. Ragnaros just did his normal duty, and Malf got picked off. So different levels of performance by enemy team as well. But yeah, as much as we could have been in a better place till this point, when I panic initiated, that's where we lost the game. I'm happy I watched that, because I learned some things about it too.